Articulation refers to how clearly a child produces individual speech sounds. Producing speech is a complex process that involves the coordination of the entire speech mechanism. So that will include things like breathing from your lungs, voicing from your vocal folds, and moving your articulators in very precise movements, like your lips, teeth, tongue, palate. Young children are still developing control over these systems, so it's typical for them to make articulation and phonological errors. They're simplifying their language system by using earlier developing sounds that are in their repertoire compared to later developing sounds in order to communicate to the best of their ability. For example, you might see a child say wed instead of red. They're substituting a later developing sound, with an earlier developing sound that is likely in their language system, wa. This is all part of typical speech and language development. And over time, we do expect children to refine their speech as their motor coordination and overall awareness grows. We do consider supporting the area of speech in young children if there's a lack of babbling, a lack of speech sounds, or a lack of variety of speech sounds that a child is using. Perhaps their speech is more unintelligible compared to same age peers, meaning their speech is very hard to understand. Maybe a child is producing articulation or phonological errors that are not considered part of typical speech and language development. An example of this would be what we call initial consonant deletion. So they're deleting that first consonant in a word. So the word bed might sound like ed. And this leads to even more unintelligible speech. And also some motor-based difficulties, if that seems to be an area of concern.